shared them with you, and I'm going to share them with you again this morning because it is relevant to where we are now. So remember, the first manifestation was the words, I am enough. I don't even know. I was walking through the hallway at the conference hall in St. Louis, Missouri, at one of the biggest conferences I've ever been to in my life. It was so big, it was an airplane on the stage. And the first manifestation that was given to me was, I am enough. Today, I am enough. I am smart enough, wise enough, clever enough, resourceful enough, able enough, confident enough. I am connected to enough people to accomplish my heart's desires. I have enough to pull off magic and miracles. Enough is all I need. Enough is all I have. I have more than enough. The second manifestation was, I'm a money magnet. I'm a money magnet. I like money and money likes me. I attract money and I'm attracted to money 24 hours a day. I earn bountiful amounts of money. The third manifestation was, I attract millionaire mentors. I attract successful mentors. When I am ready, they suddenly appear. My mentors offer to mentor me and guide me to the success I desire. My mentors enjoy sharing with me their most important success secrets. I feel confident in asking my mentors for advice. My mentors intuitively know how to help me make the most important breakthroughs. I'm able to glean from the relationship with my mentors exactly what I need to launch me towards the goals that I seek. My mentors enjoy the relationship with me. It's exciting to be with individuals who possess the truth that I am seeking. My mentors willingly share, encourage, and coach me to experience and express my full genius, abilities, talents, and resources. They see more in me than I see in myself. Their gentle, sequential guidance makes all the difference in my accomplishments. My mentors know how to bring out the best in me. I study them up close and personal, if possible. I cheerfully apprentice and pay my dues to my masters as they did their masters. I read, study, apply all that have been written, all they have written, and what they recommend. I meet all my mentors' friends, colleagues, and loved ones and make them a part of my ever-growing $1 million Rolodex. My life is made infinitely more meaningful with a mentor teacher who wants to be in service to my greater growth and development. I catch my mentor's passion for life and living fully and richly. I realize no one has ever achieved greatness that did not have mentors. I am willing to have great and inspiring mentors through my life. I am learning from my mentors how to be a mentor myself. And the fourth manifestation was, I attract my dream team. Together, everyone achieves more. So the question that I'm going to ask you this morning is, who is sitting at your table? There is a hidden cost of trying to figure out everything on your own. Who taught you how to become the person you're trying to become? Who taught you algebra? Who taught you how to drive? Who taught you how to become financially free? Who taught you how to build business? Who taught you how to speak on stages? Who taught you how to heal emotionally? Who taught you how to invest? Who taught you how to create multiple streams of income? Most of us were handed a map that only led to survival. Go to school, get a good job. That's what they told us, right? Work for 40 years and then retire. But nobody handed us the map for significance. Nobody handed us the map for abundance. Nobody handed us a map to impact. So what do? We spend years trying to reinvent the wheel. For years, I thought all I had to do was work harder. I figure it out. Another certification, another class, another book, another YouTube video, another late night, another mentor. But one mentor can save you 10 years. One coach can help you avoid 100 mistakes. One conversation can change your entire trajectory. Why? Because they've already walked where you're trying to go. The law of attraction isn't about attracting money. It is about attracting wisdom, attracting relationships, attracting opportunities, attracting people who stretch you. Sometimes we've been praying for answer and God sends a person, but because you're looking for lightning, you're looking for the burning bush, you're looking for the do this, my child. You miss the mentor. Sometimes your blessing has a name. Sometimes your blessing has a next level. Sometimes your next level has a face. Sometimes your prayer arrives wearing ordinary clothes. There's a cost to trying to do it alone. Let's be honest. How much has trying to figure out everything yourself has really cost you? Years, money, stress, broken confidence, failed business. Imagine trying to climb Mount Everest. Would you rather have a map or a Sherpa? The Sherpa doesn't remove the mountain. They know where the dangerous places are. Mentors don't eliminate challenges. They shorten the learning curve. I'm investing in myself again. And some of you got to meet this amazing person. But not because I need somebody to rescue me, because I believe successful people invest in becoming more successful. The more I learn, the better I serve. The better I serve, the more lives I change. That's why I am so excited about what I'm going to share with you this morning, Grand Rising. Not because I've arrived, because I'm still becoming. And I hope I never stop becoming. So today isn't about convincing you to buy stuff, to do stuff. It simply is this. Listen, take notes, ask yourself, could this be one of those moments? Could this be the conversation that saves me years? If the answer is yes, then move, because one decision can change everything. Now, I want to introduce you to somebody that I'm honored to be learning from. Y'all see this face. Some of y'all got to see him last night. But let me just give this short, medium short introduction. If you see this bright, shining face sitting up there in the blue shirt, that is Dr. James Pruitt. He is a best-selling author, an international speaker, a philanthropist, an award-winning entrepreneur whose mission is to empower others to embrace abundance, unlock their potential, and live with purpose. He truly is our millionaire mentor. He is both a recipient of the Barack Obama Presidential Lifetime Legacy Award and the Joe Biden Presidential Legacy Award. Those were some good ones. Dr. Pruitt is recognized globally for his impact in business, ministry, and leadership development. Originally from Detroit, Michigan, and a Dallas resident now for over 40 years, Dr. Pruitt began his career as a celebrated chef and restaurateur, successfully building and managing multiple million-dollar establishments. He later earned his bachelor's degree in finance, economics, and business management from the University of Texas at Arlington, graduating cum laude with honors. Come on, come on, come on. Expanding his commitment to faith and leadership, Dr. Pruitt also earned a master's degree in divinity a second master's degree in theology, and a doctorate in Christian counseling and communications, equipping him to minister, teach, and lead at the highest level across spiritual and professional arenas. While serving as a finance director for an investment corporation, he launched a home-based e-commerce business, rising to millionaire status in the direct selling industry and being featured in Success from Home magazine and other notable publications. Known for his dynamic stage presence, Dr. Pruitt has trained and inspired audiences worldwide, including more than 20,000 attendees in a single event. He is the visionary behind impactful initiatives such as the Harvest is Plenty Ministry, the Wake Up Call live Christian broadcast, Heroes in Partnerships nonprofit organization, the HIP Empowerment Television Network, and the Men's Movement Man Up, all focused on spiritual, mental, and financial empowerment. An honorary doctorate recipient at the United Nations appointed ambassador, an honorary doctorate recipient and United Nations appointed ambassador, Dr. Pruitt has dedicated decades to philanthropy, mentorship, and ministry, a devoted husband for over 40 years to his wife, Marcia, and proud father of Bailey and Jimmy. He continues to live and share his guided belief. The harvest is plenty, abundance is your birthright, and greatness is your destiny. Let me tell you something. When we asked for millionaire mentors, God did not play when he picked him. God picked one that had all of the things. And I am so grateful and excited to call Dr. James Pruitt my mentor and my coach as I move to millionaire status. So without further ado, please help me welcome Dr. James Pruitt.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so honored, blessed, and highly favored to be here. I stand in awe of what I've witnessed so far on this broadcast. I'd heard about this broadcast, and I'm so honored to say I'm here. I am so blessed and highly favored to be here in your presence. 1,668 days, because life does not take a day off. And why should we? I love and respect and rejoice in that. That is super fantastic. Dr. Rose, you are the bomb. I am so, so blessed and honored to be here today. I want to personally thank Roland Atouris and Chevette Atouris for being the caveat by which you and I have met. And they are tremendous, tremendous just champions in life and business. And what do you know? They introduced me to a champion just like you. You told me about this broadcast. I'd heard about this broadcast, and I thought, who? Every day? And then I thought, wait a minute. I did that too. But I just did it 5 days a week for 5 years. But 7 days, 1,668 days, boy, God is filling you up. And you are letting it go. And I just want to I just want to tell everybody how it was just so wonderful meeting Lynn Womack last night and Dr. Loretta and Nora Carey. We spent some quality time last night. And I'm so honored and privileged to be here before you today, Alan, Lex, and Ruby, and Sasha, Sherry, and Monier, and Lynn, Noreen, and Willette, and Smiley. And I'm just absolutely grateful to be in all of your presence today. Let me just take a moment, if I could, and just kind of introduce myself so you'll get to know me a little better. My wife and I work together as a partnership in everything in life, every step of the way. I've heard it said, behind every good man is a great woman. But I'm here to tell you, in front of every good man is a great woman, and she certainly is. I give thanks to Dr. Marcia Pruitt, my lovely wife and business partner, for all that she does on a daily basis. We are originally from Detroit, Michigan. We currently live in Dallas, Texas. We met and fell in love at the age of 16, and we just kind of grew up together, graduating high school, moving into college. We've got multiple college degrees. We moved from there into corporate America, Marcia as a CPA, me as a finance director for an investment corporation. Both of us earning high six-figure incomes, leading a happy, productive life. And After 13 years of marriage, we decided to start a family. Debbie, that's when everything changed. We thought we'd have those precious uh, moments after our two children were born. Noreen, after our kids were born, it was just like we wanted to spend those Kodak moments, seeing your kids take their first steps and speak their first words. But God had other things in mind with us. Pretty quickly, our kids became the first ones dropped off and the last ones picked up at daycare. And we knew as Christians, this is not the way God wants us to lead our life. We found ourselves in a successful situation, but not a happy situation. We had to somewhat reinvent ourselves, and we didn't know exactly how to do that. What did we do? Well, we knew how to pray. We knew how to fast. We knew how to believe. And we knew how to follow God's divine direction. So we did just that. And next thing you know, my our daughter's first grade teacher told my wife about her home business, and my wife got all excited about it. She came and talked to me about it. I was a negative, skeptical husband. Can you believe that? I'm praying and fasting and asking God for which God, please, what? And God brings me something. I'm talking about, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to meet those people. I was resisting what I was praying for, literally resisting the blessing. Thank God my wife said something that changed her whole life, Lex. She said, we have to see this. I have to see this lady every day. Why don't we just go over there and be nice and tell them no? That was her way of saying, just go, be quiet. And so I did that. I went, I sat there. I met the people. They were nice. What they were talking about made sense. And then when they started talking about the overflow, the income, the freedom, that I could stay home with my family and still prosper beyond the measure I was, boy, God starts stirring up something in my spirit. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you've ever felt that in your life when you're sitting there and your knee starts jumping and your heart starts beating and little beads of sweat get on your forehead, and you know that God is touching you, breathing into you life. So we jumped off that cliff and said, yeah, okay, we joined. We did it. We showed up. But we didn't know what we was doing. We just showed up. Here we are. And thank goodness we were surrounded by really qualified teachers and coaches and legendary mentors that taught us exactly what to do, step by step, every turn, exactly what to do. More importantly, how to think. More importantly, teaching us who we were. And next thing you know, within about 2 years, we was the first time we started earning over $1 million a year. It was truly life changing. It was truly incredible. We've gone on to earn over $1 million a year in 3 separate ventures. The greatest thing of all is that we've committed our life to spiritual, mental, and financial empowerment. But what we're most proud of is we've been able to help tens of thousands of people to dramatically improve their income, to completely enhance their lifestyle, to experience their deepest dreams that they've always wanted. That's what we truly experience. We truly hang our hat on the most. Now, let me tell you, we give all the honor and the glory to God for that. But I got to tell you, in knowing that story, knowing that journey, it was really our mentor journey that made all the difference. I got to tell you this story, you guys. I got to just give me a couple minutes to tell you this story. So after we first entered this unknown land that God had led us to, that we're seeking prosperity, where we can stay home all day with our children and still make more money than we did when we showed up at work. What a concept, right? So we went to our first training, and I sat in the audience, and the featured speaker came up and said, hello, my name is Rick. I made $6 million in the last 2 years. And I went to my high school senior prom twice. He said, I want you to think about that. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, wait a minute. I've got all this college degrees. I got all this education. I'm a hard worker. I show up early. I stay late. I skip lunch. I'm doing everything I can. I'm working from dark to dark, swinging and ducking, swinging and ducking. I'm doing all of that. But I didn't make $6 million in the last 2 years. And what does he mean? He went to a senior prom twice. Oh, he's trying to tell me that he failed the 12th grade. Failed the 12th grade. So I'm sitting in the audience thinking I'm all that, leaning on my own understanding. And this overweight, balding, country talking guy with a big old belly talking about I made $7 in the last 2 years and I went to my senior prom twice. I'm thinking to myself, oh, the level of myself was up here, and all of a sudden it dropped down. I said, "Oh, okay, God, I see what you're doing. You're bringing the right coaches, the right mentors to me." After he finished his talk, he went and grabbed his roller bag and his briefcase, and he walked off. And I'm just sitting there, my knees jumping, my heart's beating. I know I've got to take action. I know I've got to do something. I told Marcia, my wife, I'll be right back. I jumped up out of my seat and I followed this man into the bathroom, y'all. He went in there and did his business. I stood over there and washed my hands, and he came over and started washing his hands. And I dried off my hands and I said, "Excuse me, sir. I know you don't know me, but my name is James Pruitt. I'm real smart. I'm a hard worker, and I'll do anything you tell me to do. Anything. Will you please coach me? Will you please help me? Will you please help me?" He reached into his pocket and pulled out a business card. He said, "I'll help you. Call me," and turned around and walked off. And for a moment, I thought, how embarrassed am I to be in the bathroom asking this, telling this man I'll do anything he wants? What came over me? But that was the beginning of a true coaching experience. I learned things to do. I learned things what not to do, and it led me to my next coach. And this was a retired pastor. And he not only started coaching me on business things, but he started coaching me on life, how to live, and all things like that. And then we reached a level of success that was, I guess we're making probably about 10,000 a month, 12,000 a month at that time. Not a lot of success, but some. And then I met another mentor. And then I started thinking to myself, I want to start earning $100,000 a month. And I don't want to take all the time to figure out how to do it. I started thinking to myself, can I just pay for speed? Can't you just tell me what to do? So I went to this other mentor, and this guy was dynamic. I mean, he was just incredible. And I paid him some money to help me, and our life has not been the same ever since. It has not been the same ever since. When I say pay for speed, I mean, you don't have to make the mistake and learn the lesson. Somebody can just tell you. And I learned a long time ago, somebody ain't never been there, can't show you how to get there. So I said, hey, can you just, Lynn, Noreen, maybe you understand what I'm saying. At that time, I had to reinvent myself. Let me ask you all. We've had, you know what I mean when I say reinvent yourself. You ever went from one
Yeah.
school to a brand new school? Nobody knows you. You can reinvent yourself. You ever done that? You ever graduated high school, went to college, or got a first job, and nobody knows you at that job? You can carry yourself a certain way. You can reinvent yourself. You ever met the love of your life and got married, and now all of a sudden you're not single anymore. You're a couple. You have to reinvent yourself for that. You ever had a child, and all of a sudden you're not a couple anymore. You're a parent. You got to reinvent yourself for that. And guess what? Now all of a sudden you're like, you know what? I'm ready to go to another level. I need to reinvent myself for that and reinvent myself for this. We are spending our whole life reinventing ourselves. And so we start thinking about that. The whole concept of reinventing, we are forever reinventing ourselves. We literally went from college students to professionals in corporate America, working dark to dark. Thought we had arrived, man. We went to school the whole time thinking one day I'm gonna get a six-figure job doing this. Got the six-figure job, and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm never at home. I don't even have a life. I work 6 days a week. I'm successful. I'm making good money, but I'm not even a participant in life. I'm only off on Sundays. Every other time it's dark. I'm at work. I'm successful, but I'm just not happy. I'm not fulfilled. I'm not overflowing with joy and abundance. I got to reinvent myself again. I'm just telling you, then all of a sudden, we didn't even know what the next step was going to be. We just knew there had to be another step because once Jimmy and Bailey were born, I didn't want to be the kind of father that was never home, the kind of husband was never there, the kind of, and just pay people to be around and babysit. I just didn't want to be that. I knew God didn't make us wait 13 years to have kids, to not be there. But how can I pull away from our current existence and really begin to imagine and picture the lifestyle that I want? And that's when I realized something. I realized that most people don't know who they are. I didn't know who I was. If you ask most people, who are you? They're going to tell you the name that their parents gave them. I'm Dr. Darlaina Rose. I'm Ruby. I'm Sherry. I'm Willette. I'm Lex. I'm Lynn. No, no, that's not who you are. That is the name your parents gave you. I knew my name. I just didn't know who I was. So we created a lifelong mission once we discovered that we are a spirit that lives in a body, that has a mind and a soul. And we are different from every other creature on earth. Every other creature was born, hatched, or came into existence to adapt to their environment. Fish adapt to their environment. Birds adapt to their environment. Insects adapt to their environment. Animals adapt to their environment. But not us, not you, not me. We were not created to adapt to our environment. We were created to create our environment because we were created by the Creator to do one thing, and that's create. What we do is create. Look around right now where you are. You created that. Where you've been, you created that too. You're creating whether you know it or not. Most people just keep creating what they see over and over again, creating that bills, creating the same relationship, creating today to be the same as yesterday. You don't realize you're creating it. You think you're just living it. No, life is flowing through you, and you have the ability to create what you want. You can live where you want. You can drive what you want. You can eat what you want. You can be sexy and fine if you want. You can have the relationship you want. You can have the faith walk that you want. You can have all that you want. Abundance is truly your birthright, but you got to know who you are. If you don't even know who you are, all you're doing is you're living in the matrix. You're living in a program that's driving you. Most people understand they got to elevate their thinking. They understand that. They get it. But the mind they're trying to change is not the mind that's governing them. You're trying to change your conscious mind. You're trying to change, let me elevate my thinking because I know what I think about, I bring about. As a man thinketh in his heart, not his heart in his chest. His heart is his subconscious mind. As a man thinketh in his subconscious mind, so is he. So how do you elevate, change your program that's running you, that's driving you, how do you change that? Well, we put together a 3-day coaching experience that's extremely intense, but it'll teach you who you are. It'll teach you what you want. What do I mean by that? Come on, Debbie. Come on, Ruby. Come on, Sasha. We're going to teach you what you want. No, here's what I mean. Most people don't know who they are, and most people don't know what they want. I said it, Alan. I said it. Most people don't know who they are, and they don't know. I'll demonstrate it for you. Right now, if I were to ask you right now to write down 5 things that you want more than anything in your life right now. Right now, tell me 5 things you want more than anything in your life right now. Right now. Most people will say, okay. Let me think about that. What do I want right now more than anything else in the world? See, you don't know what it is. You got to think about it. You got to think about it. And what comes to mind are general things like, I want to be rich. Well, rich don't mean, that's such a vague term. I want to be free. What does be free mean? You don't know what you want. So we teach you in this intensive 3-day coaching experience who you are. We teach you how to discover what you truly want. And we teach you how to take what you truly want, apply who you are, and communicate to your subconscious mind and put your subconscious mind to work, because your subconscious mind wants to keep you safe and comfortable. But safe and comfortable are not where your goals are. That's not where your desires are. You can be safe and comfortable eating macaroni and cheese out the box, but macaroni and cheese out the box ain't what you want. That's not what you want. That's just something to eat. The point I'm trying to make is we're going to teach you how to discover, truly discover who you are, truly discover what it is you really want, and then start aligning that which governs you to what you really want. And all of a sudden, coincidences start happening. The right people start falling in your life. The right situations, the right events start occurring. All of a sudden, you get a clearer vision of what it is that you want. All of a sudden, you become obsessed, knowing that I can truly have what it is I want. I can truly have what it is I want. If I were to ask you right now to think about, truly think about making $10,000 a week every single week, not a month, a week, and you're at home, there's no toil, there's no back-breaking work. There's no uh, grind. No, it's all in the overflow. The harvest is plenty. There is no lack. Struggle is a choice. Most people are just struggling because that's what they're used to doing. I'm used to struggling. I'm used to macaroni and cheese in a box. I know. No, 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 no. You don't know who you are. You're a king. You're a queen. You were born into royalty. You When I say abundance is your birthright, you ain't got to earn a birthright. You just got to show up. Here I am. Come back to your father's house. He running out there with the robe, running out there with the ring. You don't have to earn a birthright. You already born in it. You already have you ever had the hookup? You mean you got a friend that works at the movie theater and you don't have to pay? You go to a restaurant and you order and your friend works there. I got you, girl. You ever just, you're waiting in line for something and somebody says, hey, come on, follow me. You ain't got to wait in that line. You were already born in abundance and overflow. I'm going to invite you to join us for reinventandprosper.com. The promo code is ROSE. How about that? That's what I'm talking about. Now, here's what I mean. Listen to me carefully. Reinventandprosper.com. The name of this coaching experience that we're doing is Empowered to Prosper. It's a reinvention experience. It is an experience like none other that you've ever experienced. It's going to cause you to truly reflect on your paradigm. That is the program that's running you, and we're going to show you how to make that paradigm shift. This is a transformative 3-day experience. It begins July 20th to July 23rd, and it's 24-hour repay, so it fits every single person's schedule. And the purpose of this reinvention experience, where we empower you to prosper, is so that you can stop repeating limiting patterns. We're right in the middle of this year right now. We're in the middle of this year. And I submit to you that if you don't do something drastic, this year is going to end about like last year ended. Think about where you were last year at this time. Is it pretty much the same? Same place, same car, same. Is it pretty much the same? How about 2 years ago? Is it pretty much the same? It's good. It's okay. But how many people here, honestly, don't want it to be the same? Want it to be 10 times better in every area. The relationships are better. The income is better. The lifestyle is better. The joy and the happiness is better. Your whole attitude, you a whole different girl. It's better. How many of you all want to be on that side of that? How many of you all want to make your outside life match your inside potential? If you do the same thing, you're going to get the same thing. I promise you. 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 I learned a long time ago you can just pay for speed. Now here's the truth. This offer that I'm making you right now to attend and join our transformative experience, Empowered to Prosper, the reinvention experience. This is an offer everybody can do. General admission is $97. Everybody can do that. The sad part is everybody won't do it. Everybody can do it. They can make that quantum leap. They can make that paradigm shift. You can get on the other side of that. You can pay for speed. $97, everybody can do it. The sad part is everybody won't do it because the subconscious mind that you start reasoning with is the same subconscious mind that wants you to stay comfortable and where you are. Oh, you don't need to pay for that. You ration it out. At the end of this year, you'll be in the exact same place. And I speak from experience. That's why I know. So $97 is the general admission. Now, the VIP experience, let me tell you what that's about. The VIP experience is a little bit different. Not only do you get the 3 powerful sessions, the 3 days worth of sessions, not only do you get that, but the VIP experience, you get to talk and ask questions and how do what you learn apply to your life, and how do I figure this out? But let me tell you something. When we're in the VIP, this is the reinvention room. It's like therapy. Have you ever paid a professional and talked to a professional because you had a traumatic experience? I've had a few traumatic experiences where they paid for me to talk to a therapist, a professional. I've had situations that I found myself in and what I learned by this therapy was that I knew all the answers at the beginning, but they were jumbled up with emotions and this and that. But by talking to somebody that knew what they were doing, that could ask me questions and let me figure it out, navigate my own emotions and navigate my own experiences, that's what the VIP is about. It's $299 for 3 days, $100 a day, basically. $97 for the general admission. The VIP is $299. It is a powerful, powerful experience. And let me just say this. If you're struggling with being able to pay $99 or $97 or $299 or whatever it is, you really need this. I mean, you really need this. It's like those usually, okay, clear. You ever seen the medical EMTs? They be rubbing those electrodes together. We got to jumpstart your life. For all grown adults that don't have command over $100, we want to change that. There is a person here today that's on this broadcast right now. If I start talking about them too much, I'll get all emotional. Her name is Shavetta Torres, and her husband and I and my wife, we've known each other for 20 years. We've been through ups, downs, twists, turns, peaks, and valleys, been through all of that. When I met Roland and Shavette, they were already successful, already prosperous, already earning 6-figure plus lives. But our journey together we're over in the 7-figure area now, and we only have heights to go further. But here's the beautiful part. We can only go further if we help more people. My mission in life is to help people and please God. Our mission in life is to help people and please God. Our mission in life is to help people and please God. That's what we want to do. So I submit to each and every one of you. I hope you will allow us the extreme privilege and the honor of coaching you for 3 days coming up on July 20th. I start coaching at 11 a.m. Central, 12 Eastern. The VIP session is immediately after that. The general admission people, they log off. And then there's a 24-hour replay that fits any schedule. And then I ask you to reflect on what you've learned the previous day. And let me just tell you, God gets all the credit, not Dr. Marcia, not me. God gets all the credit for what he's doing. I'm going to pass the baton back to Dr. Rose. But I want to ask you today, is that little voice inside telling you, just think if what he's saying is true? Just think if where I could be by the end of the year. Just think, I've always known that I can have this, be that, give this. I've always known that there was more in me. I've always known, well, here's your tour guide that's going to guide you step by step exactly there. Dr. Rose, I am fired up. I feel like breakdancing and pop locking this morning. You've got me just absolutely excited. I'm looking forward to spending time with Sherry and Sasha, Ruby, Lex, Alan, Nora, Carrie, everybody on this broadcast. Lynn, of course, the incredible Dr. Loretta, everybody here. And here's what I want to say before I hand you this. Yeah, we're going to coach you. Yeah, you're going to experience the increase. You're going to experience the abundance. You're going to experience the transformation, but it's not for you. The transformation is for those that you can share this with. Who you become. And we're going to spend some time on talking about what the word become means. Who you become starts to depend on how many you can help. I want to close by saying this. The greatest expression of love that there is, the greatest expression of love, the greatest expression of love is to give. Most people can't truly experience the greatest expression of love. They just don't have enough to give. They just have enough to survive, to make it. Dr. Rose, thank you for having me this morning. I'll come back every time you ask me. I'll come back tomorrow. I'll come back the next day. I'll come back right now if you want me to. I am at your service. You let me know what you need, and the answer is yes. Back to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Lord, y'all. Somebody come off mute and say something. Somebody come off mute and say something. Because I know.
Can I say something?
Go right ahead, Dr. Long.
Oh boy, the devil is a liar. I was so happy I was on my iPad and it died because I didn't know I needed to charge it up. So I came right back on the phone like I've been for the last, ha ha ha. So anyway, for me to have an alternative, I I am so grateful for your bringing and sharing your folks with us. We all need to just step on up and get the teaching because we know we're going to pass it on. And you said it today about the harvest is big, but the workers are few. So we will never be out of a job. Hallelujah.
Yes, yes, and yes. You know, I knew when God, when I said the prayer and I was about to call who I thought that God was directing me to call to go to the next level of what it is that I'm working on. And right when I was dialing the number, James called me. Dr. Pruitt called me. Dr. James called me. Hold on. What I say? I attract millionaire mentors. I said, don't call that one. I need you with this one. And I don't know why it is, and I'm not asking why. All I'm going to do is do. I have spent $97 on dinners. I done spent $300 on outfits. Shucks, my hair cost $200 the last time I got my hair done. That's why I've been wrapped up for 2 weeks. Like $200. And then go buy groceries and go buy. This is the lowest point of entry I have ever seen to such a high quality individual. Y'all know that price low. And
Mhm.
that's, that is a testament to who Dr. James and Dr. Marcia are. Because he could have easily said that's going to be $997. That's going to be $3,597. I seen it. $10,000. If I charge you $10,000 and you go make $1 million, is it still worth the money? You know, Myron Golden say that all the time. It's gonna cost you $40,000 an hour to sit with me. But at the end of the $40,000, 40,000 that you pay me, you gonna make 300,000, or you may make 500, you may make 1 million, and I don't fight about my price. A man sat with him for $40,000 and went on and made $350,000. Another man paid him $350,000 for um, a VIP day. This VIP day, he got to spend the day with him, but during that day, he took him on his plane, on his jet, his private jet, and then invited him to have a plus one. Him and the plus one went with Myron Golden for the day. He spoke at some place. He brought that person up on the stage in front of, I don't even know how big the audience is, quite a few thousand, I'm sure. That man in the same day with the coaching of Myron Golden for $350,000 made his first offer for $1 million, and the person said yes. Him and his person that was on that jet made that offer a couple more times and had made it 7 more times. 7 people bought the offer. He made $8 million by paying $350,000. So we are now telling you, pay $100, pay $200 for a person that is already a multimillionaire, that has already created other people who are doing extremely well. He said, hold on, my TikTok doing something. He said, let me roll my thing back down. Adults that don't have control over $97, oh my God, I'm talking to you. If you don't have control over $97 in your life right now, you 1,000% need this. 1,000% need to make it happen. And the last thing I'm gonna say, I heard somebody very successful talk about the movements of a person addicted to drugs. Call it a crackhead. They gonna get their fix. They gonna talk. They gonna finagle. They gonna sell something. They gonna do something. They gonna make it work out. They gonna get their fix. Will you allow yourself to be outworked by a crackhead? So whatever it is that you need to do to find yourself in this space, listen, I tried to talk myself, my conscious mind say, man, just pay the 97. Just pay the 97. Just get in the room. And then my other mind was like, but you a VIP. You've been a VIP. You want to go to general admission? I tell people all the time, if I can't go VIP, I don't want to go. So why would I change that now? So I'm VIP, I'm in the building. I'm going to allow James and his Dr. James and his wife, Dr. Marcia Pruitt, both of them to coach me to millions for $300. I'm going to allow it. I allow it. So you get to make your own decision as to what you want to do. All I can tell you is I know that him being here is divine alignment. I have prayed for somebody that will show up and show me how to get to the money. I know how to serve. I know how to show up. I know how to create experiences. I know how to hold space for people. But when it comes to asking for the money, how do I get the money? How do I not feel bad about asking somebody to pay me for my greatness, to pay me for my genius, to pay me for what I have gone to school for, to pay you for what I have paid these certifications for, thousands and thousands of dollars, but I can't even get somebody to pay me $97. I feel bad. Nope, nope, nope. That day is over, because guess what? This year does look like last year. And the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that. And I don't know about you, but I am sick and tired and sick of the struggle. I don't want to be on the struggle bus no more. I want to get off the struggle bus. I don't want nobody else controlling my time. I don't want nobody else telling me where I got to be. I want to be where I want, when I want, with who I want, however I want. And that's on period, poo. So I thank you all for allowing us to share our hearts, to share our passion, because I am passionate. Y'all know I've been saying this for I don't even know how long. Meet me in Greece on Friday. Meet me in New York for breakfast. I don't want to go alone. I want y'all to go with me. When I say meet me in Greece on Friday, I mean that. And when the day comes that we are in Greece on Friday, because we woke up today and decided that that's what we're going to do on Friday, that we don't need no payment plan. We don't need nobody to tell us that we can or cannot go. We're going to be in Greece. We're going to be in Dubai. We're going to be in all of the places that we've been dreaming about. It's over with, y'all. If you choose it. If you choose it, what we have done in the last 48 hours alone has been life-changing for my family, for me. And I could tell you for the first time in a long time, I believe, I believe that God is in the midst of what is happening right now. And I have never been so convicted to get it to the people who need it, for us to move together as one, to show up and show out. Man, I can't wait to go shopping in Greece. I can't wait to go shopping in Dubai. I can't wait to be able to not look at the price tag. I gotta look at the price tag when I go in the grocery store. Oh no, let me put that meat back. That's too much. James said he was grilling steaks. I bet you he ain't look at the price, but he went and picked them up. Don't y'all want that? Okay, Hillary, I'm gonna let you go ahead and I'm gonna be quiet and get off the soapbox and let Dr. Loretta give us our blessing. But go ahead, Hillary.
I'm gonna be honest. I hesitated raising. I honestly, I want to say, Mr. James, I came late in the conversation, but I just want to say thank you for sharing. And Darlaina, thank you for sharing. I was, I'm even kind of nervous about what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna say it. For some, Darlaina, $1 is a stretch in a season. Some are fighting just to be able to have a meal. So $97 is a challenge for some, even though you know that what the person has for you can help you. But $97 is a stretch. And while you're not asking for anything that is free, because you respect and understand what people offer and what they serve, I get it. They have to be fed too. And what they're sharing is vital information for us to have our lives changed. But at the end of the day, it's a priority issue at the same time. And it's a heart issue at the same time, and a belief and trust issue too, because it's overwhelming. I'm not going to lie. I can go on Instagram right now and see 10 different people telling me, I have this course. It's this amount. I can get you here. And you're like, whoa, you don't know who to trust, who to put your belief in, who to put that dollar in, that you're going to say, okay, I'm going to take a chance and put this money down on this because I truly believe that this is going to help change my life. I watched Melody Hobson on Oprah like recently talking about how to begin to start saving, right? The whole process of starting with 50 cents a day. If you're somebody that has never saved at all and you want to make changes in your life, this is going to teach you. I literally just started doing the 50 cent dollar thing in a jar because I'm like, I'm tired of just surviving, right? I want to travel. I want to invest in myself. I want to invest in my business. I did a live last night, a $5 live, okay? Selling clothes to make moves to seed into my business. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, respectfully, $1 is a stretch for some. I'm in a season right now where, yes, 97 is a stretch for me.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna
Oh,
stop you because I have heard you say so many things in that I want to address.
Please
But
do.
we got a millionaire mentor in the room because you already said what it is. You know what it is, but you know what it is logically, and that's why you not need to be there. Will you let a crackhead trying to get $3 or $5 a day outwork you? There is where there is a will, there is a way. And even if you sold, I don't know, whatever it is that you needed to do in order to get there, that's what you have to do. That's what I do. That's what I've done. So, James, I'm going to let you just piggyback on what I'm saying. I get it 1,000%, Hillary. It is what you believe that is causing you to be in the position where you are right now. I believe that every investment turns into something. And so when you ask about trust, what I know is what I pray for and what I ask God to give to me and the people who follow me. I do not take any dollar that anybody spends with anything that I am doing lightly. But what I do know is this dollar is not going to be the same as any dollar you've ever spent. Dr. James, go right ahead.
I just wanted to thank the young lady, I believe her name is Hillary,
Hillary, yes.
for having the courage to speak her mind. I just thank you for that. And I hear it, if you don't mind me saying, as a person crying out for help. You're a person that's crying out for help. And you were bold enough to say $1 is a stretch for you. I want to help you. This lady, Dr. Darlaina Rose, we met 20 years ago. Chevette Atouris, who's on here right now, 20 years ago. They know my family, my kids, my mother. I know their family. We've laughed together. We've cried together. We know who we are. I'm not just some name on. Let me give you a parallel example. There's 10, 15 people offering courses right now on, I think you said Instagram or Facebook or wherever. There are universities all over the world that teach people and change people's lives. Does that make one university bad because there's a whole bunch of other universities out there too? No. They're churches that do really good work that change people's lives. Should you not go to church because there's 100 other churches out there? I don't know which church to choose. No, you have to do something. But, I'm going to say this, and I want you to receive this with the love and the compassion by which it's sent. Maybe right now is not a good time for you. If $1 is truly a stretch to your existence, maybe this particular coaching series that costs $97, maybe right now, maybe you catch it in a month or two. Maybe right now you're in a situation where I want to, but I can't. But see, I'm the kind of person, I'm going to say this, and I know this might sound a little testosterone fueled, but if you see me fighting with a bear, I want you to pray for the bear. I'm going to find a way to get there. I'm one of Myron Golden's clients. I'm one of his students that she's talking about. I found a way to make that happen. I found a way to get Dr. Marcia to say yes, but she kept saying no. We were 16 years old. I'm saying this to you, Hillary. You can find a way to put yourself in a position to where $97 or even $1 is not a stretch for you. But I don't want to do anything or ask you to do anything that puts you in a situation where your very existence is questionable. And I do a lot of things where I'm teaching people that are absolutely free. I do a Millionaire Mindset Masterclass every single Saturday for the last 2 years. I'm starting to pour all of those and get them all done with our team into a YouTube channel. But there's plenty of things that we teach and do that don't cost nothing. Dr. Darlaina Rose and I talk on the phone, and I'm coaching her and different people. There's no charge for that. This is a course that's intensive, that's going to take you from one place to the next. But if you don't hear anything else I'm saying today, I want to thank you for having the courage to speak up. Literally, having the courage to say that lets me know there's a champion inside of you. There is a champion inside of you. It's fighting to get out, but there's a coward inside of you too. And you have to, and not just you, me, everybody, Barack, everybody that's walking, there's a champion inside of you and a coward. Literally, there is. Who are we feeding? Who are we starving? You got to starve out that coward. It wants you to stay just where you are. Just stay right there. Forget about what those people are talking about. Just stay there. Forget them. You don't need them. You're safe right here. You're comfortable right here. But then there's a champion that says, I'm going to speak up and tell everybody that a dollar is a lot. That's somebody that really wants it, but can't quite see a way to make it happen. Thank you again for expressing how you feel. I hope you'll be able to attend. And if not, maybe a couple months in the future, and maybe you can tap into some of the stuff we do that doesn't cost anything. Just show up. I'd love to be a part of your success journey, one way or the other.
I love that. I love that so much.
I have this thing. I met you at the Go Wolo conference, and I felt then, I said, you don't have to sell me on this. I know I need it. But then I think now I have been robbing Peter to pay Paul all these years. So my choice is not to pay part of my rent, because this is going to take me further. I can catch up on the rent later. So I'm going to be there. But I just kept on thinking about all the things we say, oh, I can't afford to do this.
Hallelujah.
Listen, we got it, y'all. We do. We do. And y'all know my struggle. These very people, James. I don't know. I moved in my house 7 months ago and things went bananas between work. I got a ticket that I got in my work truck for work. I didn't have the money to pay for it. And I was trying to stay calm as I did my call. But all of a sudden I'm crying and they like, Nona Carey got in her car, and before the broadcast was over, she was at my house. Yolanda King Johnson, who's not here, was at my house. They said, what you crying for? I didn't even get a chance to get it out. I was crying because my job was impacted because my license was suspended from a ticket that I got that my job told me that they would take care of, but they didn't. And I had to come up with $422 to pay it, and I didn't have the money. These very people in this room raised that money for me in less than an hour. In less than an hour. I didn't even have a Cash App to take the money. Bridget, who's not here, says, send the money to my Cash App and I'll make sure that I send it to Dr. Rose and she gets it. I don't know what's happened between then and now, but I truly believe that these bills are God's bills. That's what Bridget told me. She said, God got you in that house and God will take care of you. Those are God's bills. And I believe it. Last month, I was able to pay my $2,400 rent and $2,200 in car payments that somebody else got me in. I still don't know how I did it. And if all of you pay attention, it's been a moment since I've asked for anything. Because I now believe that all of this belongs to God. And God better take care of it. If God don't take care of it, then I ain't supposed to have it. So that's what has come up for me. And you couldn't tell me how in the world am I going to do all of this, because it's not for me to do. It's for God to do. So if it's something that you want to do, tell God. Tell God, you know I belong in there. You know I need to be doing this. So make it happen. And then let God do what God does. So with that being said, Dr. Long, you please give us our blessing for this day so that we can get it popping, get it started. It's time.
Well, you know, everything we say, every day we say, let go and let God. Now, do we do that, or are we just saying it? You know? All right. So, and this is no recrimination. Everybody, he calls us little children, We're just here to learn. And but little children with a wonderful father, they ain't got nothing to worry about. They'll be in their car seat talking about, I want to go bye-bye. They don't even care where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
So that's us.
God
We're
said,
in the car seat and God's driving, just go bye-bye.
go bye-bye. I love it.
I'm blessed going in.
I'm blessed going in.
I'm blessed coming out.
I'm blessed
I'm
coming.
blessed coming out.
I'm blessed in the city. Come on, y'all. I'm blessed
I'm
in
blessed
the
in
city.
the city.
City.
The city.
I'm blessed in the field.
Blessed in the
I'm blessed
field.
in the field.
Yeah, come on, Dr. Pruitt. I'm always in the right place
I'm
at the
always
right
in the
time
right.
I'm always
I'm
Always at the
always
right
at the
place
right
at the
place
right
at the right
time.
time.
with the right people.
The right
Right
people.
The right people
Doing the right thing
Doing the right
doing the
thing
right thing
for the right reason.
for
For
the
the
for
right
the right reason.
And everything is in divine order.
and
And
Everything is in divine order.
order.
As Jabez says, bless us indeed.
Davis.
As Jabez says, bless us indeed.
Expand our territory.
Expand
Expand our territory.
Extend an open hand of favor to us.
Extend
Extend
an open hand of favor to us.
That we may do no harm.
that
That
we
we
may
may do no harm.
no harm.
And we let go and let God.
And we let
Let
go.
go and let God.
Then we go with the flow.
And we go with
Go with the flow.
And let the blessings and the money roll in.
and let the
And let the
blessings
blessings and the money
roll in.
From the north, south, east, and west.
From the north,
south, east, and west.
From above and beneath.
From above
From above and beneath.
From known and unknown sources.
from known
And unknown sources.
Tell us about our money, Dr. D.
We have supernatural unlimited money, sowing supernatural unlimited seed.
And we live and give out of God's overabundance, so we never run out.
Never run out.
We always have more than enough.
We always have more than enough.
More than enough to do anything our heart desires.
more than enough.
More than enough to do anything that our hearts desire.
More than enough to do anything God puts on our hearts to do for others.
More
More than enough to do anything God puts on our hearts to do for others.
We have big money to spend, big money to lend, and bigger money to keep.
We have big money to spend, big money to lend, and bigger money to keep.
Because our bank is in heaven.
Yes.
And Dr. Pruitt, we're the branch banks. We're the spout where the money's coming out.
Amen.
Amen.
What were the dates again, Darlaina? I didn't hear the dates. I know it said 3 days. Was it July or August? I was writing something down.
July 20th, didn't you say?
Okay. I couldn't hear all of that. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I'm right. I'm jumping in. You asked Darlaina.
Eastern time.
Yeah. Oh no, I think I think he'll give us the time. Don't worry, y'all. We got it.
Okay.
Everybody who wants to be there will be there. We're gonna see to it. If we can come, everything else, we will come together for this as well. Hillary, don't worry about your dollar because it's already covered. Okay, it's covered.
Yeah, we got you, girl. We'll take it in clothes. You can pay us back. You can pay me back with head wraps. Just go find me some head wraps.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to jump off, take my wife to an appointment. but
You better
it's
be a good husband.
July
You're a
20th.
good example for all of us. We
This
need
coming Monday.
husbands like you.
This coming Monday, July 20th, for a 3-day event. And I put it in the chat, is reinventandprosper.com. I genuinely pray that the messages I said today were received with the love and the compassion which
Yes.
it was sent. I
Intended.
sure hope to see all of you all there. And thank you so much for having me. Really.
Right. Thank
Dr.
you.
Pruitt, I'm
And
from
thank you for
Michigan.
sharing. Thank you for sharing.
My pleasure. God bless you
Dr.
guys.
Pruitt, I'm from Michigan. I'm from Paw Paw, Michigan.
Okay.
On just a road sign on the way between Chicago and Detroit. You all don't even slow down.
Yes. Home girl. Okay.
Honey from the farm. Yeah. We got to
Okay.
talk. Okay. Love you.
Thank you.
Everybody have an amazing day.